honored to speak here today in my own community. I've lived in Ojai for the past 10 years, and I've never actually spoken to most people in the community about what I'm passionate about in the world. So thank you, Raymond, for inviting me to do this. Several years ago, I became a part of an organization called the Amala Foundation, which was founded by the work and heart of a woman named Vanessa Stone, who is my dear mentor and friend. And the Global Youth Peace Summit is a week-long experience where youth from all over the world, refugee youth living here in the States, youth from different countries, youth living in extreme poverty circumstances and extreme violence, youth from inner cities here in the States, and also privileged youth from all over the world, many of which come to the summit from Ojai and Santa Barbara and LA. And these young people come together for a week and explore what it means to live in a microcosm of the world, and explore what it means to live amongst a diverse group of people from varying tribes and religions and cultures and races and sexual orientations and economic backgrounds. And in that week, something magical unfolds, and young people are able to share, often for the first time in their lives, what they've experienced and the trauma that they've experienced, and also the gifts in which they found within that experience. Young people come that have never met someone from a different country, who have never spoken to a Muslim youth or who have never spoken to a Christian youth, and have only formed these stigmas in their mind of what they've been taught through the media. And in that week, they can actually break down those barriers and learn deeply about one another from a point of view where they can listen from their hearts and recognize that we're all just humans that want the same experience of joy and meaning and deeper purpose in our lives. So out of the Global Youth Peace Summit and the work of Vanessa Stone and the Amala Foundation, young people started coming to us that have gone through this experience for many years and saying that they wanted to bring this work to their countries and communities, and that from this work they had their own unique visions for what projects they wanted to implement and adapt them into their culture. So last year we created the Institute for Emerging Visionaries, and it's for youth 18 to 28. It's an online program and also an on-site immersion program. And what we do is we walk young people through the process of clarifying their vision, getting the tools, resources, and mentorship necessary to make those visions happen in the world, teaching them facilitations tools, program management tools, heart-centered leadership, but also just helping them with their own self-inquiry of what their true intention really is. What we've witnessed in this is profound. We've witnessed young people in many parts of the world implementing incredible programs. One of the youth we work with was just nominated as one of the 100 Young Mandelas in South Africa. One of the girls last week spoke at the Humanitarian Forum in Ireland on stage with Bill Clinton and the President of Ireland and the UN Secretary General, sharing about her experience with the summit and how it's transformed her life. There's so many things to share about this. I guess I'll just share one short story of some of the magic that happens at these events. Last year, the summit was held in Kenya, and on one of the last days, we were holding a circle where everyone gathers and shares different prayers or poems or songs from their cultures to learn deeper about each other. And, sorry, my voice is real shaky. And one of the young men from Western Kenya stood up, and he started sharing that when he first came to the summit, he was holding this profound, oh, thank you. Defeating graves. Welcoming in abundance for our programs. And this young man from Western Kenya came and stood, and he said, when I first came this week, I was carrying a very deep hatred for Muslim people. He said, I've held this hatred for many years because Al-Shabaab killed my brother. And he started sharing this experience and this hatred he had in him that was destroying his life and not able to forgive. But he said, during this week, I've met Decca, and I've met Mohammed, and I've met Halima, all of which are Muslim young people from Somalia. And he said, how can I hate these people when those are you? And I love you, and you're now my sisters and my brothers and my friends. And Decca and Mohammed stood up and they said, Al-Shabaab killed our...
Sounding so good.
No,
You're
thanks.
sounding so
Okay.
good. Okay, continue.
It's a very moving story. So they stood up and said, they killed our family too. And in that moment, sorry,
Just a breath.
I cry a lot.
Just a breath. This is a moving story, so calm yourself.
Yeah, so in that moment, they recognized they both experienced the same thing. And that's what the summit does.
Do you have cards with your contact info or any kind of...
Yeah, in the back, I think everything blew away, but I'll put it back. So that's the work of the summit. It happens also every year in Northern California, which many youth from Ojai have attended in the past couple of years. We're always looking for people that want to volunteer. If you have teenagers, 14 to 18, that want to send their youth to these programs. We also have a summit in South Africa in December for people that want to get more involved with international summits, and also people that want to be involved in our new program. We're always looking for sponsors for these young people. They all are sponsored to go through this mentorship program. We're also looking for mentors in different fields of leadership, trauma healing, program management, all of those things. So yeah, I believe in the power of young people right now. Their clarity and vision is incredible. So, thank you.